their fate encompassed all our worlds, for they were not alone. No one knows where the darkspawn come from, a dark mockery of men. In the darkest places they thrive, growing in numbers as a plague of locusts will. In raids, they will often take captives, dragging their victims alive into the deep roads. But most evidence suggests that these are eaten. Like spiders, it seems darkspawn prefer their food still breathing. Perhaps they are simply spawned by darkness. Certainly, we know that evil has no trouble perpetuating itself. The last blight was in the Age of Towers, striking once again at the heart of the winter, spreading south into Orlais and east into the free marshes. The plagues spread as far as Ferelden, but the withering and twisting of the land stopped well beyond our borders. Here, darkspawn have never been more than stuff of legends. In the northern lands, however, particularly the Winter and the Underfells, they say darkspawn haunt the hinterlands, preying on outlying farms and isolated villages, a constant threat. From Ferelden, Folklore and History by Sister Petrine. Alright. The Aeonar. When the Imperium occupied the area that is present-day Ferelden, they had two sites dedicated to magical experimentation at extreme ends of the Imperial Highway. The southern one was the fortress of Ostagar, which looked over the Kokari Wilds. The northern one was Aeonar, although the exact location is now a secret known only to a handful of Templars. Whatever it was that the Winter were trying to discover at Aeonar, their work was never completed. The fortress was overrun by disciples of Andraste upon hearing the news of her death. According to legend, it was a massacre, eerily silent, for the invaders called the Mages, while all but one of them were in the Fade. The site was left structurally sound but spiritually damaged. Possibly because of this, the Chantry chose to put it to use as a prison. Accused Maleficarum and apostates are held in the confines of Aeonar. Those who have a powerful connection to the Fade, and particularly to demons, will inevitably attract something across the veil, making the guilty somewhat easier to tell from the innocent. from Of Fire, Circles, and Templars, a history of magic in the Chantry by Sister Petrine. Yes, that's like taking accused pedophiles to a what? Primary school shower and see which one cannot hold his penis in the pants. Alright, Archdemon. In the darkness eternal they searched for those who had goaded them on, until at last they found their prize, their god, their betrayer, the sleeping dragon Dumat. The taint twisted even the false god, and the whisperer awoke at last, in pain and horror, and led them to wreak havoc upon all the nations of the world. The first blight. Alright, these false gods of the traitor Imperium lie buried deep within the earth, where they have been imprisoned since the Maker cast them down. No one knows what it is that drives the Darkspawn in their relentless search for the sleeping gods. Perhaps it is instinct, as moths will fly into torch flames. Perhaps there is some remnant of desire for vengeance upon the ones who goaded the Magisters to assault Haven. Perhaps, for whatever reason, when Darkspawn finds one of these ancient gods, it is immediately afflicted by the taint. It awakens twisted and corrupted, and leads the Darkspawn in a full-scale invasion of the land, a blight. Holy shit, King Kalen Thayrin. I would have hoped for a war like in the tales, a king riding with the fabled Grey Wardens against a tainted god. Son of the legendary King Marik Thayrin, Kaelin is the first Fereldan king born into a land free from foreign rule in 2 generations. Since his father's death, he's held the throne alongside the Queen Anora. Okay, Knight Commander Gregor. Your magic is a gift, but also a curse. The Circle of Mage has trained you, and we, Templars of the Chantry, stand vigil to ensure that training is adequate. Grim and taciturn, Gregor has been Knight Commander of the Templar forces stationed at the Circle Tower for so many years that hardly anyone except the first Enchanter recalls he's not simply part of the tower itself. First Enchanter Irving. Irving has proven himself to be alright. If you want to survive, you must learn the rules and realize that sometimes I already read this, didn't I? Okay, there is no higher office in the Circle Tower than the First Enchanter. The one who holds this title must not only be an able administrator, but also a mentor, a leader, and a surrogate parent to all mages of the tower. Irving has proven himself to be all these things and added a dose of cunning. Most apprentices know that little goes on the tower that Irving doesn't know. He can soothe Templars angered by some childish magical prank, at the same time that he lauds the pranksters, and everyone walks away satisfied. Locane MacTeer. It takes more than legends to win a battle. Locane was born a farmer during a time when his country was under foreign occupation. When he was still a boy, he joined the resistance, where his considerable tactical genius quickly became apparent. He became close friends with Prince Marik, the last the last true heir to the Ferelden throne, and together they laid trails to drive out the forces of the Orlesian Empire. Marik raised his friend to nobility, raised, and Locane is now more of a symbol than a man. He represents the Ferelden ideals of hard work and independence. And high placed contacts as well. Okay, let's go. Let's go this way. Where the Magi are. Whee!
I'm sorry. The mages must not be interrupted. Their spirits are in the Fade.
What are they doing in the Fade?
Perhaps they're scouting for Darkspawn. I don't know, and don't ask. Regardless, they are not to be disturbed. Not even by Grey Wardens.
As you wish. That music is so good. I don't know how they managed to make all this feel epic. When I first saw the trailer for this game, I thought BioWare has gone crazy. What are they doing? When I saw the trailer. But then I changed my mind. It was all game bomb, really.
The mages must not be interrupted. Their spirits are in the Fade.
When will they return?
I am not privy to such knowledge, and, I suspect, neither are you.
Ooh.
Regardless, they are not to be disturbed. Not even by Grey Wardens.
Yeah, it was all
Hail to you.
giant bombs
We stand here
doing
in this
that
hour,
I like
good
this
folk of
game.
Ferelden, and we contemplate the death that may await. Death is no failure, my friends. Should it find you, you will not have failed your king. You will have served your maker. Die in this battle, and when you stand before the Maker in the land beyond the Fade, he shall not find you wanting. Go not into death gladly, but with the knowledge that evil has been held at bay by your spilled blood. And if you go to stand beside the Maker, go with our blessing, for you shall not be forgotten. My friends, let us bow our heads and remember those who have fallen and those who have yet to fall.
What, I think are you talking about the temporary companions that you have at the beginning? There is a very cool character, yes, I agree. I thought you were talking about something else. Well, that's and the female priest thing, that's a good take on regular Catholicism or Christianity.
Hail to you.
Stuck to wind.
What do we have here? I heard the new Grey Warden recruit was from the Circle. I don't believe we've met, but I've certainly heard a lot about your talent. My name is Wynne, and I congratulate you on your harrowing, marvelous work. The Fade is a dangerous place.
Hello, fail gamer. Yes, I know all about that.
Oh ho, you know all there is to know already, do you? Irving said as much about you. Remarkable self-confidence. So, a Grey Warden, fighting alongside the King. Not too shabby for someone just out of apprenticeship.
I am confident in my skills.
Good. You'll need them when you face the Darkspawn. Mages have always been pivotal in the fight against the Darkspawn. Perhaps you'll be the one to turn the tide this time.
You have fought Darkspawn before?
Stragglers, yes. Not the vast horde the scouts speak of. I wonder, how much do you know of the connection between Darkspawn and the Fade?
What does the Fate have to do with anything?
Anytime your spirit leaves your earthly body, whether it's to dream or to die, it passes into the realm we call the Fade. It's home to many spirits, some benevolent, others far less so. At the heart of the Fade lies the Black City.
So, Darkspawn are just dream spirits? No, but what, all of them are so stupid questions. Let's go with the last one. I've heard that. Didn't something bad happen there?
Some say the Black City was once the seat of the Maker. But when the mages from the Tevinter Imperium found a way into the city, it was tainted with their sin. That taint transformed those men, turning them into twisted reflections of their own hearts. And the Maker cast them back to the Earth, where they became the first Darkspawn. At least that's what the Chant of Light says.
The Chantry says many things.
It may be allegory, meant to teach us that our own evil causes human suffering. Or it may be true. It is as good an explanation as any for now.
Don't you have any proper advice?
Advice? Never. You young ones know all there is to know about the world anyway. Why would you need advice from an elder? But I'm certain Duncan has more for you to do than talk to me.
We who betrayed your prophet Andraste now beg your forgiveness. Do not abandon us in our dark
Back again? Don't the Grey Wardens need you? Off you go. I have preparations to make for the battle, and I won't be distracted.
Watch over Ferelden, the homeland of Holy Andraste. Keep her people safe from the Darkspawn. Let us bow our heads and offer prayers to the Maker, that he might find us worthy.
Alright. Quartermaster and Tranquil.
That course of action is inadvisable. Welcome, young man.
tranquil, aren't you?
Yes, and you are a mage of the Circle. You must be familiar with the Tranquil who serve there. I create and oversee the enchantment of weapons and armor for the King's forces here at Ostagar. It is a time-consuming process, but invaluable. Enchantment provides the Circle its wealth. Certainly we would not get by on charity.
What is enchantment exactly?
It is the practice of folding magical lyrium into items first practiced by the dwarves. The Tranquil have learned their runes, and we use them to apply a variety of magical effects. We create the glow lights, as well as the magic staff, or the flaming blade. The irony, perhaps, is that it is our very disconnection to our former talents that allows the Tranquil to work with lyrium so. A true mage could not.
What sort of enchantments are there?
Runes exist that hold the power of the elements that increase strength or swiftness. Almost any spell can be given permanency, given enough skill and lyrium. Naturally, the greater the power required, the more expensive the rune will become to create. True power comes with a price, as we know only too well.
I should go.
Goodbye.
Fucking tranquil. Alright. Darth? Yeah, Darth. A chest. Yeah, let's explore in order. I always like to explore in order. So then I forget what I'm supposed to be doing. Alista.
What is it now? Haven't Grey Wardens asked more than enough of the Circle?
I simply came to deliver a message from the revered mother, Sir Mage. She desires your presence.
What her reverence desires is of no concern to me. I am busy helping the Grey Wardens, by the King's orders, I might add.
Should I have asked her to write a note?
Tell her I will not be harassed in this manner.
Yes, I was harassing you by delivering a message.
Your glibness does you no credit.
Here I thought we were getting along so well. I was even going to name one of my children after you. The Grumpy One.
Enough. I will speak to the woman if I must. Get out of my way, fool.
You know, one good thing about the Blight is how it brings people together.
Priestesses, yeah. Let me do something now that I have the chance. I want to look at something. If you will excuse me for a moment. I have not had, yeah, that's what I thought. I've not had the chance to adjust this quite right to the new game. I'm sure that character the character's portraits won't fit up here, but whatever. We shall fix that some other time. Let us continue. Second, please. There we go. I know exactly what you mean.
It's like a party. We could all stand in a circle and hold hands. That would give the Darkspawn something to think about. Wait, we haven't met, have we? I don't suppose you happen to be another mage?
I am indeed a mage.
And Here I thought I'd been yelled at by every mage in camp. Wait, I do know who you are. You're Duncan's new recruit from the Circle of Magi. I should have recognized you right away. I apologize.
If you have a problem with my magic, say so now.
No problem, it's just my background makes mages nervous, and nervous mages make me nervous. I don't want to be a toad. I like the way I am. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Alistair, the new Grey Warden. Though I guess you knew that. As the junior member of the Order, I'll be accompanying you when you prepare for the joining.
What can you tell me about this joining?
Honestly, nothing. Try not to worry about it. It will just distract you. So I'm curious. Have you ever actually encountered Darkspawn before?
No, I haven't.
When I fought my first one, I wasn't prepared for how monstrous it was. I can't say I'm looking forward to encountering another. Anyhow, whenever you're ready, let's get back to Duncan. I imagine he's eager to get things started.
That argument I saw, what was it about?
With the Mage. The Circle is here at the King's request, and the Chantry doesn't like that one bit. They just love letting mages know how unwelcome they are, which puts me in a bit of an awkward position. I was once a Templar.
You were a mage hunter?
Not that that's all Templars do, but yes, the Chantry raised me until Duncan recruited me 6 months ago. I'm sure the revered mother meant it as an insult, sending me as her messenger, and the Mage picked right up on that. I never would have agreed to deliver it, but Duncan says we're all to cooperate and get along. Apparently they didn't get the same speech.
What about the other recruits?
Davith and Sir Jory are here in the camp. Have you met them?
No, I haven't.
Keep an eye out. Maybe we'll see one of them.
Let's go.
If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, lead on.
Party members and tactics. When you're not controlling them, party members act according to your tactics you set. Select Alistair and left-click on his portrait. Now open the tactics by or pressing back. Aha, really? Holy shit. You can use conditional tactics slot to some behavior from each character, or simply set preset tactics, change Alistairs to defender. Whatever, I will decide that for my own. Let's check Alistair. Drains mana. Nice. Through training and hard work, the warrior gains more health and less fatigue when wearing armor. Nice. Shield Bash. The character shield bashes a target, gaining 10 attack, dealing normal damage, as well as knocking the target off its feet unless it passes a physical resistance check. Okay. Shield Pummel. The character follows up an attack with 2 hits from his shield, dealing normal damage with each attack. Each attack gains plus 10 attack. If the target fails a physical resistance check, it is stunned for 4 seconds. Shield Master, it doubles the bonus. Shield Block. Practice fighting with a shield improves the character's guard. Enemies can no longer flank the character on the shield carrying side. Sustained. Huh? 20. While in this mode, the warrior gains plus 10 missile deflection. Shield Mastery grants another 10 missile deflection while this mode. Okay. Only one shield mode can be activated. Okay. So I need to equip shield pommel, shield bash, and shield cover. Because the others are passive. Alright. 3, that's 3 things I need to Alistair has a lot of skills, nice. Templar warrior. And he's level what? Level 4? Holy shit. And I'm level what? Level 3. Amazing. A mace. The Warden's longsword. Obviously it's better, alright. I end up with that. The shield. Okay. One magic. Why not? I think magic affects how good he is at drinking potions. If I am correct. Where are those fucking... whatever. Ah, this is it. Just in case, I would prefer not to equip them, but if I have, I will. I mean, use them without mixing them first. I guess he is as good as he will ever be. What am I using as a... as a what? Defense and armor. It might be better for him. I take this one, yeah. That's much more logical, I guess. Alright. Codex Alistair. You know, one good thing about the light is how it brings people together. Alistair was a novice Templar when Duncan recruited him into the Grey Wardens. Or rescued him, as Alistair would say. It's good he hasn't had a lot of loyalty for them.
Yes?
Tell me a little about yourself.
As I said, I was trained as a Templar before Duncan recruited me about 6 months ago. The Chantry raised me. And becoming a Templar was a decision